Happy Monday. I'm running late today. I'm very, very sorry. I'm going to wait just a couple of minutes and give everybody a chance to catch up. I'm very, very sorry. I'm going to wait just a couple of minutes. Get my laptop synced up with my phone so I can see what's going on. That's what happens. Let me see. Okay, maybe that's better. Oh. Okay. First of all, I apologize for being late today. I try to be consistent and do this at the same time every day, but I woke up this morning with horrible spasms in my upper back, like between my shoulder blades, and it was just, I was miserable. So I went to a massage therapist place to get like a back, chair massage, and the man who did it was Asian, and I don't think he spoke a lot of English, but he kept saying, too many knots, and I thought, yeah, you're not kidding, there's too many knots. So he worked on my back for about half an hour, and it feels a little bit better, but it's really sore right now. So if anybody has any remedies for muscle spasms in your back, I'm all ears. I think I worked on cutting out some quilts yesterday for about 3 hours using a rotary blade, and I think that's probably what did it. But anyway, I'll live. Nobody has time to be down this time of year, especially. I've got to get these quilts finished, and I just got too much to do. So anyway, I appreciate your patience. I told you last week that our subject this week was going to be change, and the reason I chose that is because I saw several comments on the board, and I know I have felt this way before too, about not liking change. And we chalk it up to, as we get older, we get a little bit more set in our ways, and so we start, we just don't like when something in our environment changes, or we think we don't. So we're quick to say, I don't want to do something because I don't like change, but I want to encourage you to think about that a little different today. And hopefully by the time I get through, you'll have that light bulb moment that I had. In actuality, we crave change in our lives. And my first point for that, in support of that, is that you're here. If you weren't craving a change in your life, you wouldn't have joined Weight Watchers, and you wouldn't have come on this Facebook group looking for people like-minded who are also doing Weight Watchers, because we're here because we're trying to change our bodies. We're trying to change the way we eat. So that's number one against the I don't like change. The other is we do like to change the way we dress. As we lose weight, we want to change our size, the size clothes that we have to wear. We want to change maybe where we buy our clothes. We change why we buy our clothes. Where, when we're at our heaviest, we may buy clothes that are more utilitarian, or they serve a purpose, but we don't really buy clothes that make us feel good and that we feel confident in. We just buy what happens to fit or what we can find. So that's number two. We do like to change when it's for the positive. And number three is we like to change the way we eat as we learn to eat healthier food. We experiment with different restaurants. We start adding different fruits and vegetables and proteins and things into our diet that maybe we didn't have before. We learn to change the amount of food that we're eating. We crave changing recipes, and so we ask each other constantly to share recipe ideas or to share food product finds. So those are changes that we also like. For me, the reason I shop has changed and continues to change. Now I shop because I want to. because I'm excited about finding maybe a particular outfit, or I'm looking forward to seeing if my size has gone down, or if something that I couldn't wear before, now I can. For instance, I, since high school, have never been able to buy knee-high boots because my calves were too big and I couldn't get them to fit. And so this year, this fall, is the first time since high school that I have been able to just go to the store and buy a pair of boots and zip them up. And so I'll be buying more boots. And so that has changed. That's a positive change in my life. Another one is the way we cook changes. We probably, most of us, cook with less oil, with less salt. We fry less food. We, like I said before, we try different vegetables that maybe we hadn't eaten before. I'm trying to learn to like fish. So the way I eat has changed, and I dare say most of you, the way you're eating, especially if you're following Weight Watchers and you're being successful, you're probably eating a lot different than you did prior to Weight Watchers. So the way you eat has changed. The way you cook has changed also. So my encouragement to you this week is, instead of so quickly falling into that trap that we so easily want to say, oh, no, I don't like change. I don't want anything in my world to change. Try to think of the positives. We go on vacation because we need a change. We want a change in our environment. We want to see something new and different and exciting than what we see day after day after day. Sometimes we change jobs because we just need something new and challenging. You know, there's lots of areas of our lives that change is a very positive thing. And so when we dwell on the negative that comes along with anything in life, we start feeling down and we start feeling trapped and we get discouraged, and then we fall into that mindset of making excuses for you know, maybe eating bad, or not exercising this week, or not getting enough water, you know, those things that need to be just part of our daily routine. So I just encourage you to not think about everything from the negative side. Try to catch yourself when you do that. I freely admit, you're going to hear my dryer going off, and I'm really sorry, but I'd have to leave you to go turn it off, so it's just going to buzz for a couple of minutes. Our knee-jerk reaction is to look at the negative when anything in our environment is different. Instead of looking at the negative, stop for a minute and think, okay, what positive thing can I get out of this? If something is going to affect me, instead of immediately getting defensive or thinking negative, give yourself a few minutes to think, okay, I'm going to stop. Maybe get a piece of paper and a pen and make yourself write down 3 things that you could get positive from this. And I guarantee you, you'll be able to find, if you try hard enough, you'll be able to find some positive in it. And when we feed ourselves with the positive things, it just makes the rest of our day go by so much faster and so much smoother and so much easier. And it also just makes you feel good about what you're doing. Everybody loves to go to Weight Watchers and weigh in and see a loss, but that just doesn't happen every week. But a loss is a change. So we do like changes when they positively affect us. So I'm just encouraging you this week, anything that comes your way, stop for a minute and try to think of 3 positive things you can walk away from that with, and how that might make your life a little bit richer and a little bit better, instead of bringing ourselves down. I saw a quote one day, and I just loved this. It said, I am batting 100 at surviving change, and you are too. So don't let yourself fall into a negative trap this week. The holidays are coming up, and there's going to be lots of opportunities for you to experience things, events, social events that the easy thing would be to go into it with a negative mindset. Instead, I just want you to think of the positive, and you'll enjoy it so much more. I guarantee you will. Also, the holidays are coming up. Many people, I think most everybody on our board is an active member of Weight Watchers. If you're not, I encourage you to do that. The negative of us wants to say, I'll wait until after the holidays. I've got Thanksgiving coming up. I've got Christmas coming up. There's going to be lots of treats at my office, and it'll just be hard. And while that may be true, the positive side I would like to ask you to think about is if you got active with Weight Watchers again, maybe that would help you overcome some of those treats at the office. Maybe it would help you get through Thanksgiving Day and Christmas Day while still enjoying your meals, but maybe not enjoying it quite as much. I fully intend to enjoy my Thanksgiving Day meal. I'm just not going to let it become an all-day event. I don't have to eat Thanksgiving from morning to night. And you don't have to either. You can enjoy the day without going crazy. And maybe knowing that you will be weighing in that week would help you kind of stay on track a little bit. Somebody the other day in one of my meetings said, why wait for more weight? And I love that. I think that's brilliant. If you know you're going to join in January, November's the new January. So if you don't join now, when you join in January, you may have more weight to lose. But by joining now, you may be able to, if you can't lose, maybe just maintain right where you are so that when January gets here, you're a step ahead. So if you aren't an active member, I encourage you to reach out to Weight Watchers, find a meeting near you. I'm a firm believer in the meetings. I realize that not everyone can do that, and there are many people that are very successful online, but if you can do the meetings, I have found them to be so helpful to me, just to know that I'm not alone. My meeting has become my tribe. They get me, I get them. I love going in and watching their successes, just like I love to see yours online. I don't have time to comment on everyone's because there are, almost 58,000 of you, but I read them and I try to hit like or love or something. But please know that we're all here because we care. And so let's celebrate each other's victories. And if you're struggling, let us know. And, maybe somebody here has been exactly where you are and can help encourage you over that little bump in the road. So don't wait for more weight. Reach out to Weight Watchers now, and you'll be a step ahead of the game come January. You won't be walking in with that, that group of newbies coming in with their New Year's resolutions, and you'll be able to sit there and feel like, I've got my seat, I'm ready to go. I've been doing this for a few weeks, and I'm good. If you don't know where a meeting is near you, you can always call the customer service number or go on WeightWatchers.com, and there's a little button that says find a meeting, and I think you can put in your city and state or your zip code, and it'll help you find one. You may not find it right off the bat. It may not be the first one you go to. Sometimes you need to visit 2 or 3 to find one that just kind of fits with you, and that's okay. Everybody needs to find the meeting that they look forward to going to. Let's see what else. So be sure and look at the pinned post this week for some deadlines. And if you participated in the holiday card exchange, be sure and get yours in the mail as quickly as you can to your buddy. Include that Weight Watchers friendly recipe and a little note of encouragement with your holiday card. And I'm super excited for people to start sharing those as they receive them in the mail. I just think it'll be a really neat way to encourage each other through the holidays to, you know, stay on track. You can do this. And if you need that encouragement, let us know. That's what we're here for. Let me look at your comments real quick. I'm not going to keep you long today because my back is killing me. But let's see. Let me check real quick. Saturday meeting, there are like 60 people. Isn't good for quiet people, is the loud. Well, you know, that's true. In some meetings, there are some that are very talkative and there are some that are quite a bit more quiet. And that's why I say you just need to find the meeting that fits you. You know, I don't know. I've probably been to 20 different Weight Watchers meetings over the years, and some I could tell right off the bat were just not going to work for me. But I kept looking until I found the one that just fit. And I encourage you to do that too. If you're moving to a new state, like Melinda is, you might ask on the board who lives in that particular area that you're moving to. Find out what meetings they go to, and you might have an instant friend when you get there. That would be awesome. Alice says she has a 7:30 a.m. Sunday meeting, and then she goes straight to church. That's awesome. You just find what works for you. But meetings, I think they're just like that little extra added boost for me during the week. So I strongly encourage you to try it. If it's been a long time since you've been to meetings, you tried it before and you didn't like it, maybe give it a try. Just go to one and ask them if you can observe the meeting that you're trying to decide if you want to switch over to from online only to meetings. And I can't imagine that they wouldn't welcome you to do that. Deb says meetings are her everything. The people who believe in meetings believe strongly in them. So just give it a try. Hi, Lisa. I'm glad to see you, and I hope you're feeling better. For those of you who don't know, Lisa's going through treatment for cancer, and so let's all, send her our prayers and positive thoughts, and encourage her on this journey. Can you have a weekly meeting online? Well, we don't have meetings online. The meetings are in person. Online, you have so many resources available to you. You have the support groups like ours, but you also have Connect. Many people on Connect are very, very active on it. And then you have the 24/7 help. So, any time of day or night that you need a question answered, or even if you just need somebody to help you put down that chocolate candy, you can reach out to somebody on the 24/7 and just tell them, I'm struggling right now. I just need somebody to help talk me off of this ledge, and I'm sure they would be happy to do that. And I think that's it. I just want to encourage you this week, especially with Thanksgiving coming up. Find something positive in whatever change life throws your way, and you can do it. You need to learn to believe in yourself. And when we believe in ourselves, we're our biggest encourager and our biggest motivator. You can't hold me accountable. Only I can do that. And the same is true for you. We can be here to encourage you, and we would love to do that. But I wish you the best, and I hope you have a wonderful week. Reach out to each other on the board. Be kind, and I will see you later. Bye. Thanks for joining me.